Hello, Robotics Notes fans. Happy January 20th. It is 12:04 a.m. and welcome to another episode of Robotics Notes Like Animal Crossing. Later today, I will be watching most of the final phase of Robotics Notes because my friend is going to be beating most of the final phase of Robotics. He is going to be beating the entire final phase, but he's already started a little bit. But before I can get to that, we gotta do this. We gotta do this one. We've gotta do first things first. I'm the realist. So let's load the data. After hearing the news yesterday, I've been getting more and more hyped. At this point, I'm practically buzzing with excitement. I'm kind of surprised at myself. I didn't think I liked rockets this much. Before my eyes passes a large truck carrying a nearly 4-meter tall cylindrical part moving 3 kilometers per hour. A prefectural road 586 was built in 2010 to connect Minamitane-cho to Tanegashima Space Center. The road is optimized for transporting rocket parts and is pretty much the only 3-lane road in Tanegashima. The road was obviously built this wide to smoothly transport rocket parts. It's between 6 and 7 years since the TNSC would launch nearly 3 rockets a year. This kind of site was normal. Whenever it was time for a launch, parts would arrive a few months before launch at Shimama Harbor on the western end. It's a little less than 20 kilometers from that harbor to the TNSC located on the southeast end of the island. From National Highway 58, they'd cut through the center of Minamitane-cho, then jump onto Prefectural Road 586. The vehicles move at walking pace, so when they came through town, there was plenty of time to go and watch. And so today, with no classes to attend, I've come to watch. The rocket parts are painted black. The H-2A rockets were painted white, so these leave quite a different impression. Just want to point out, by the way, that's real. Like, this is something that Robotics Notes just straight up predicted, because no joke, JAXA last September announced, I believe it was announced last September, or that might have just been the first pictures of it, I don't know. But they showed off the first H3 rocket, which will be launching from the Tanegashima Space Center, and it has changed the white part of the rocket to be black. No joke. When it comes to black rockets, the first thing I think of is the Soviets' Soyuz rocket, but that was dark green. Apparently a private enterprise is behind this launch. That explains why everything's so weird and different. In the past, I'd often come to watch the rockets like this. For one, the road has always been close to my house. And back then, it was my dream to become an astronaut. But most of all... Hey, Kai, look! They're gonna put it all together and fly it into space. The right stuff. It's not just people who have it. Rockets do too. Go, hot dog, go! Like that, Misane would call out at the rocket parts being slowly carried along the road. Thinking back on it now, she was a pretty strange high school girl. But I didn't just like that back then. Or now. Hot dog. I started whispering it, but an old lady standing nearby gave me a questioning look, so I hurriedly looked away. Can't help but want to laugh. Maybe I'll buy a hot dog at the convenience store. Lonsau is within walking distance from here, so why not? That'll be the end of my break. After that, I'll be back to my original goal, hunting down the Kamijima report. Gejine, tell me today's location candidates. Understood. Oh, is that it? Well... See you all tomorrow for another episode of Robotics Like Animal Crossing. No Chio!